The Toronto Blue Jays have completely taken over the AL East. Once known as the Yankees division, every single year Yankees fans and truthfully baseball fans see the Yankees as the best team in the division, although they do not usually win the division. But year in, year out, the Yankees are at least first or second place, maybe sometimes third, but they're always in the playoffs. Besides 2023, of course. This isn't a scenario of the Tampa Bay Rays being able to piece together random guys, Billy being a team, and be able to fight for the top spot in the division. This isn't a scenario of the Baltimore Orioles tanking and sucking for many, many years and being able to get top prospects in the draft. This isn't a scenario of the Red Sox adding little pieces here and there to their already good team like they have in years past. This is a scenario of a team being able to develop top prospects, develop prospects from former players' sons. This is a team that is willing to go absolutely all the way in to bring the best team into Toronto, and they're proving it. In years past, we've laughed at them. They went out and went full force for Ohtani. Unfortunately, missed out on him. They've gone full force for so many of these top free agents in baseball, and year in, year out, have missed out. They went all in for George Springer, and at first that contract looked horrible. He got MVP votes last year. And this is a scenario of a team completely taking over a division, and not just taking over a division, absolutely embarrassing the Yankees and their ownership group. The Yankees and their ownership group, Hal Steinbrenner, Brian Cashman, will tell you they're not worried and they trust their guys to build a good team around Aaron Judge. The truth is they're absolutely wasting a top talent most of us have ever seen. Aaron Judge is one of the best baseball players to ever step foot on a planet. Unfortunately, he's kind of overshadowed by Ohtani because Ohtani's elite in both aspects of pitching and hitting. But he's still the best hitter in the entire league. And the Yankees are shitting on that. And the worst part about it is he's at a discount now. Juan Soto gets paid way more money than him. Kyle Tucker is expected to get paid way more money than him. There's Vladdy Guerrero Jr., although he's an elite talent, is getting paid more money than him. Maybe not yearly, but overall, he's getting more money than him. Xander Bogaerts has a bigger contract than Aaron Judge. I just look at it like this. From a team that used to be at the top, with spending, with trading, with prospects, even though they're horrible developing prospects. A team that was able to go in the 90s and build a core team, build a dynasty. And then in 2009, when we all know George was going to pass soon, went and spent a ton of money. And guess what? Brought a World Series back to New York. Since 2009, it's been year in and year out of the Yankees should have done more in the offseason, and that would have gotten them over the top. Every single season since Hal has taken over, the Yankees seem to not add that just final piece they need. And the truth may be we might not know some things. They might just not be able to add that piece simply because a player doesn't want to play in New York, which is very possible. I'm not a fan that thinks every single guy wants to be a New York Yankee and only signs elsewhere because somebody's offering them a better contract. That's just not the case. I've had many people say that's what I think when I said, how do the Yankees not sign Tetsuya Imai with the contract? And then people saying, well, maybe he never wanted to be the Yankee, and that's true. It's possible, but it came out the Yankees didn't even offer him a final contract. So that's my argument right there. For so many years, we've been on the high horse, so many Yankee fans, so 27 World Series, blah, 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 blah. And it's tough because at this point, we're only in a fight with the Mets for who's the better team in New York. And truthfully, who is the better team in New York? Because it doesn't matter. Nobody wins. The Yankees and Mets don't win. So Kyle Tucker is the top free agent in baseball left right now. And it's looking more and more likely that he's probably going to sign with Toronto. Toronto was also able to land MVP free agent Kazuma Okamoto, and it looks more and more likely every single day that Toronto's just going to take over the Yankees. 2025 baseball for the New York Yankees against the Toronto Blue Jays was an absolute embarrassment. Regular season, they wiped the floor with us. We sucked against Toronto, and then we have a manager complaining that it's because we can't play good in Toronto. Although we won games in New York against them, we couldn't win shit when it came to Toronto. And the excuses were it's turf and we're not used to it, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. I don't want to hear it. How many times in the past have the Yankees spanked Toronto? Like, spanked them. But guess what? It doesn't matter how much we beat them. They beat us to get to the next stage and go to the World Series. Obviously, after they had to play in the American League Championship Series. But in the first ever playoff matchup against the Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays, they embarrassed us. They not only beat us, they beat the shit out of us. Multiple back-to-back games. Not only just crushing Luis Hill, crushing Max Fried, who was our ace, who was elite throughout the season. Toronto absolutely embarrassed the Yankees. And then the Yankees are going to go into the offseason and watch them take a ton of free agents, get Dylan Cease, make moves to get, now they got Okamoto. More than likely, Bichette is going to return. More than likely, they're going to be able to get Kyle Tucker and make a team that was better than the Yankees last year, even better. The only full force confidence I have that the Yankees are better than Toronto is their pitching staff. And unfortunately, more than likely, their pitching staff is the reason they lost the World Series last year. Although the offense needed to show up in different times. But they have guys some people had never even heard of. Casual baseball fans didn't even know. Like Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Andres Jimenez. Although Jimenez had a bad regular season, he was great in the postseason for Toronto. Ernie Clement, guys like that. And guess what they all have in common? They put the bat on the ball, they give you tough at-bats, and they get on base. They hit singles, they don't just swing for home runs. Dalton Varsho can crush home runs, but guess what? He also doesn't strike out 30% of the time. When you have a shortstop who's hitting below 215, strikes out 30% of the time, and makes the most errors among shortstop in the American League, that is a recipe for disaster. I don't understand what the Yankees are doing anymore. I got into the Yankees when I was younger, probably around 2016. I've never seen the Yankees win the World Series. Yes, was I alive in 2009? I was in bed. I didn't care about watching baseball. I cared about playing baseball because that's what I did when I was younger. And now watching the Yankees just absolutely massacre this team. And people are saying, well, they put a good team on the field every year. That's absolutely right. They do. They make the playoffs every year, though. And then we have an owner crying broke, saying he doesn't have enough money. He has to pay New York City $100 million in taxes every February. I don't care. If that's a problem for you, sell the team to a billionaire. There's a ton of them now that will buy and spend the money. The money doesn't lead to everything, and we know that. We've seen that. With the Yankees are the best example. We've paid more in luxury tax than any other team in baseball. And guess what it's brought us? An absolutely embarrassing 2024 World Series campaign where we absolutely shit the bed. And what are we gonna say? It was so bad. I knew that team was not anywhere near good enough to beat the Dodgers. I was hoping we won one game. We did win one game. But watching how poor management just ruined that series, poor timely choices from Aaron Boone, bringing in Nestor Cortez over Tim Hill, bringing in just making questionable decisions throughout the series. None of it makes sense to me. How can we fail so many times doing the exact same thing over and over again and not make a change? Look, I don't think Aaron Boone's a bad person, and I truthfully don't think he's a bad coach at the end of the day. A lot of you guys hate Aaron Boone, but I will say this, I completely agree with Alex Rodriguez when he said it after the Yankees lost to Toronto. You cannot blame Aaron Boone. That was just a poorly put together roster. You can't have 5 guys who were home run or bust. It's never going to work. Stan, although he was actually good when he came back, is strikeout, home run. Rice, unfortunately, did strike out a lot. He was very good for the Yankees, and he was very unlucky, don't get me wrong. But when you mix so many power hitters with the guy, And that's why Cody Bellinger was such a good fit for the Yankees, because he was a bat on ball and he could put the ball in the seats. But when you have Volpe and Wells playing just horrific, striking out a ton, not putting the ball in play, not just hitting singles, can't hit for average and very minimal power, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Jason Dominguez struggled. As much as I like Ryan McMahon and his elite defensive capabilities, he just strikes out so much. It makes no sense how we put a team together like this, the way we did, and expected to win a World Series. We were good. We were a very good team. Don't get me wrong. We were a very good team. We still are a good team. But right now, with how I see it, now that the rumors are coming out, the Red Sox are super, super deep in Alex Bregman, trying to get a return, are willing to give him 5 years, 160. I'm sorry to tell you guys, we're going to be lucky for a third-place team. Toronto got better. The Red Sox are getting better. They have one of the best pitchers in baseball, and they're getting better. Bayo is becoming a better pitcher. Orioles are getting better. And the Yankees' goal is to make the exact same team we had last year. Bellinger just makes us the same team we were last year. Yes, we have McMahon, Caballero. Hopefully Cabrera doesn't get hurt. We have him for a full season. As of now, it's looking like Stanton will be good for the start of the season, so we will have Stanton for a full season. We have Cole coming back off of injury. We'll have a full season of Schlittler and Heel. It all looks like that, but this is the exact same thing we said going into the beginning of the 2025 season. Oh, we're going to have Cole this year, though. He's going to be here for the full season. Blah, blah, blah. This 2024 team is better in a different way. We signed Fried. We traded for Bellinger. We got guys for the bullpen. We traded for Williams. And guess what? It all blew up in our faces. That team looked really, really good. And I guess you can say addition by subtraction, getting rid of Williams and Weaver, guys who struggled mightily down the stretch. But I don't see how any Yankee fan looks at this team, how the Yankees themselves look at this team and go, we're better than the Blue Jays, because we're not. Years ago, I will show the video, we laughed at Vladdy for saying this.
What team was the easiest to play this year?
Ooh. Which team was the easiest to play against? Oh boy. Oh, Vladdy wants to answer that?
The Yankees.
The Yankees!
Now we look back on it and go, wow, he was actually kind of right. You can say, well, there's 3 years in between that before last year, and blah, 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 we beat up on the Blue Jays. Guess what? We did beat up on the Blue Jays. But what does that matter now? We didn't win a World Series. We're going into this year hoping we can beat them, but we can't. If they sign Tucker, they're like light years better than us. They're way better than us. They're so much better than us. I don't see how the Yankees don't see it. I feel like as just Yankees fans, we kind of know. But I listen to John Boy and I follow John Boy a lot with Jake, and they're 100% right. This lineup sucks without Aaron Judge. It sucks. Aaron Judge is an absolutely elite baseball player that is super, super fun to watch and have on this team. But this lineup sucks. Oh, Volpe was hurt. He's going to have a bounce back year, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever, man. I don't care. I don't think he's going to have a bounce back. I would absolutely love for Volpe to bounce back and be elite, but he's not. You have to make the realization he's not going to be elite. His best is going to be a 105 WRC plus. He's going to hit 20 home runs and maybe hit 250. He is a good defender. I will give him that. I do believe the shoulder hurt him defensively last year, but he's not going to be elite like everybody thinks he is. He has the streaks and the stretches where he is hot. The whole chicken parm story with Austin Wells in his rookie year, I get it. I do. I see the want and potential. But bringing Spencer Jones up, if we don't sign Cody Bellinger, it's not going to fix our problem, guys. Spencer Jones is an elite prospect, but he's not a fit for the Yankees. Look at Spencer Jones. Look at his strikeout percentage. Look at his numbers. Yes, he hits a ton of home runs. Defensively, he's all right. He's not elite. He's not bad, though. He's better than Dominguez. Yes, he can steal some bags, but I guarantee you that batting average and that on-base percentage is going to drop when he gets to the majors because, guess what? It's better pitching. And that strikeout percentage that is already high enough is going to go up, and the home runs are going to go down. He's not going to be another Aaron Judge. He's not. I know the comparison, he's like the lefty Aaron Judge. He's 6'7", he's massive, blah, blah, blah. He looks so good in the minors. Yes, I know he looks good in the minors, but how many guys have looked good in the minors for the Yankees and sucked when they came to the MLB, when they got called up? We cannot rely on a prospect to make this team better. We can only hope that giving that prospect playing time can first improve himself and become a better MLB baseball player, but improve the team. We haven't seen a prospect improve the team like Judge, or I'll give it to him, Gary Sanchez in 2016 when he went crazy. Judge when he came to the Yankees in 2017. Guess who was a better ranked prospect than Aaron Judge, guys? Tyler Austin. Good for him. He got a major league contract for I believe it was the Cubs. Good for him, because he was in Japan for a couple years. But Tyler Austin was ranked a better prospect than Aaron Judge. You think those rankings mean anything? Anything. How many number one prospects, not just with the Yankees, around baseball, have we seen just not been as good as we thought they were going to be? The truth is you cannot rely on a prospect to better your team. Jason Dominguez was one of the most hyped up prospects in Yankees history. Guess what? We don't think we even have a spot for him next year. We have to wake up and look at the reality of the fact is Hal Steinbrenner is not going to spend money. We know that. I mean, look, I shouldn't say spend money anymore. He's not going to be a top spender anymore. When they get to a certain threshold, they're not going to sign top free agents. The rumors going around with Bichette and Bellinger are insane to me. Bellinger is obviously still the Yankees' top priority, and they're going hard for Bellinger. Although they were trying to say they weren't, they are. They were bullshitting us. Bichette, the Yankees have checked in on and would like to sign him in free agency, is considered a backup plan. Do you understand how much better our team is just getting both of those guys? How good we would be? How much better our offense would be if we just had both? How much better we would be if we had more than just one bat-to-ball guy in our lineup? How much better we would be? It makes no sense to me. Bichette isn't getting $25 million a year. He's not. Sign both of them. Who cares if you go to $340 million? Why does it matter? If you go to the World Series, you make all that money back. Yo, in the 2024 World Series against the Dodgers, I wanted to make my first trip to a World Series and go to one of those games. It was $1,000 to sit in the grandstand. $1,000 a piece. A piece. They played 2 games in Yankee Stadium. It was $1,000 a piece, bro. It's $60. It's not $60 anymore. It's $50 to park at Yankee Stadium. It's $15 for a beer. You're not spending just a regular game. You're not spending any less than $200 just on the Yankees. All the memorabilia they're full of shit. They're fucking full of shit. Not making money. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, they are. He's full of shit. We're not making a profit. Fuck you. Sell the team. Plain and simple. You're the New York Yankees, bro. If you didn't want to be his top spender, sell the fucking team. Sell them. Why do you have them? Why do you own them anymore? Sell them. You can't be a top spender and then bitch and complain that you don't make enough money. Going on ESPN, going on news, getting interviewed and complaining that you don't make enough money. You can't do that. Then sell the team. I don't get it. I don't. Right now, we should be saying, wow, the Yankees signed Bellinger and Bichette. They improved at the shortstop position. They brought back one of their elite defenders and versatile players that helped them very mightily. Even tie for first place last year. How many times did Bellinger save us? How many moments did we go, wow, that's going to be a moment we look back on against the Mets, again in the playoffs with his diving catch in the first inning after the Blue Jays scored a run, against the Mets where he made that crazy double play to hold on when we were in that insanely bad slump. You sign Bichette and Bellinger, then you get Cole back for majority of the season. Rodon comes back. You have a really, really promising prospect in Cam Schlittler on the mound. You get 2 guys to help with the bullpen, and this team is a first-place team. You don't even have to spend $100 million. We're not asking you to outspend the Dodgers. We're asking you to spend a little bit more than you usually do to make an elite team. Because guess what? Then we're all going to go to the games, every one of us. You know how many people have contacted me, how many times I've talked to just people at work, people all around, and they've all told me, I'm not spending money on the Yankees anymore because they don't give a return. You think because you have a $283 million payroll right now because you made a poor decision and gave Trent Grisham a qualifying offer for $22 million because you made a poor decision with Aaron Hicks' contract, with DJ LeMahieu's contract, with trading for Josh Donaldson when he sucked and he was making $25 million a year? You think we care that you don't know how to spend money right? That's not our problem. That's your problem. That's a problem with your GM. Fucking fire Cashman then if you have that big of a deal. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And we could go on and talk about this for hours. I could sit here and talk about this for hours. But at the end of the day, the Toronto Blue Jays are taking over the American League East. They just got me to completely fucking crash out about the Yankees. The Toronto Blue Jays are taking over the American League East. They will be better than the Yankees if the Yankees don't do something. If they don't. Bichette showed mutual interest in the Yankees. Just get both. Just get both. Oh, we're going to add $50 million to our payroll with both of them. So what? You're one of the richest. You're the second biggest worth in sport franchises. Not just baseball. Sport. Sells the team, you make all your money back, Hal. There you go. Fucking embarrassment. This team died when George died. And we've had good years since 2009. Don't get me wrong, we've had very good years. We've had promising years. But it's pushing me over the edge at this point. I love going to Yankee games. I go 5 to 10 every single year. I spend close to $5,000 every single year going to Yankee games. Buying merch, buying fucking hats. These shits are $50 fucking a piece. I have 40 of them. It's ridiculous. It's just sad. It really is sad because the team we grew, I mean, I know a lot of my fan base is an older fan base, like my dad, his friends, you know, some of the guys at work that listen to me. You know, you guys got to see the good years. I never got to see that. I never got to see a team anything like what the Yankees had. I only got a couple years of Derek Jeter. Giancarlo Stanton's my favorite player. I love Giancarlo Stanton more than anything. You know how much it sucks knowing he's probably never going to win a World Series? You know how much it sucks knowing Aaron Judge is probably never going to win a World Series? It's embarrassing. It's absolutely fucking embarrassing. Why'd you spend $360 million on Aaron Judge if you weren't going to put a team around him? He came to you for less money. He wanted to play for the Yankees. He wanted to be the captain of the Yankees. He wanted to make the Yankees... he wanted to bring him back to the top. You guys couldn't even do that for him. You can't even put a good team around him. You traded for Soto and lost bid to the Mets. Oh well, at the end of the day, Soto probably was looking for the most money possible and the most incentives possible in a contract. And you lost him. But you did good. You went out and got Cody Bellinger. You went and got Max Fried with the money you would have spent on Soto. Why were you willing to commit to $765 million over the next 16 years if you weren't willing to spend the same amount of money on multiple players and bring New York back a World Series? Your fans watch in hopes to win a World Series. Your team is built around World Series. How many times do we get shit from other fans? Your only argument is 27 World Series wins. How many times? And you can't build a World Series team anymore. And now, the past couple of years, you've been complaining about money. You have Michael Kay going on the radio saying, I don't get why Yankees fans are complaining about money. Hal invests a lot of money in this team. Yeah, because you're the fucking Yankees, and that's what you're supposed to do. Fucking fix it, please. It's getting fucking annoying, please. I hate to make a video like this, I really do. But seeing Okamoto sign, seeing all the rumors around Tucker going to the Blue Jays, not only the Dodgers are going to spend more of the money than you. We have the 5th fucking payroll in baseball. I'll put it up there. Cool. Everybody point and laugh at the Mets because they spend a ton of money and suck dicks and they don't make the playoffs. At least we make the playoffs, but for what purpose? We don't win shit. We're usually a first or second round exit. 2024 was an exception. If we make it to the championship series, if it's against the Astros, we shit the bed. Even though we had teams better than the Astros a couple times, guess what? We shit the fucking bed. Embarrassing. I hope the Yankees figure something out. I hope we're getting the biggest Uno reverse card in the history of the game. The Yankees are trying to distract other teams and make it seem like they're not going after their guys. And then we wake up one morning and we got Bellinger, we signed Bichette, we traded for 2 elite guys out of the bullpen. I don't even know who right now. I'm not going into it. But I know deep down inside it's not going to happen. And not even deep down inside, on the outside, we all know it's not going to happen. We know it's going to be Bellinger and trading for some guys in the bullpen. That's going to be it. We're going to go through another miserable fucking season of us starting off hot, going through a 2-month horrific slump, picking it back up towards the end of the season, and barely scraping ourselves into the playoffs, or putting ourselves in a good position in the playoffs and getting bounced. We're all prepared for that. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for this complete rant. I don't know if I'm going to post this as a podcast. If I do, I appreciate you for listening. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And fuck the Yankees.